Hey guys, I decided to do another video today. Today I really wanted to touch on what the expanders are and really what the purpose of the expanders are. I had a lot of people asking me a lot about them. I know they're kind of, a lot of people don't really know too much about them. They don't hear about them very often. And especially going through the surgery and at a young age, you don't really know. You kind of have to do your research. I wanted to make a video showing you basically my breasts and what my breasts look like with the expanders in. I'm not going to fully expose my breasts. I have a little gauze pad here that I'm going to cover up my nipple with because I know I have family, friends, and some coworkers are following my journey, and I don't feel comfortable fully exposing myself to the world. I'm going to do it as classy but as educational as I can. I just wanted to touch on the surgery just a little bit before I go ahead and show you. I know in one of the videos I did when I was in the hospital and I was like, oh, it's not that bad. It was like it was the first night post-op that I did. But after the narcotics and the pain meds and the anesthesia and all that stuff wear off, it really hits you. It's a really intense surgery and you really have to mentally prepare yourself for it. I just kind of put my fighting face on and I had my fighting attitude and I was like, you know what? I am so uncomfortable right now, especially with the drains in. The drains were like the worst part of the surgery. But I literally was like, I rather deal with the pain now than deal with the pain of cancer in the future. God forbid I have to go through that situation. So I'm feeling a lot better. I'm moving around. I'm still a little sore where the drains were. Not so much my breasts. My breasts are just kind of numb. It's weird. Kind of a heavy feeling like I described in my other video, but I think that's just how they're going to be for the rest of my life. But I can deal with that. I really don't care. I just look at them as boobs. They're just kind of there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start showing you guys. I want to show you a picture first before I go ahead of the expander. The expander is actually, you can see the round part here up top, which I'm going to show you. I hope the lighting is good okay in this room for you to really actually see. And then there's two pointy parts that you'll see at the bottom here. Now, one thing to really remember that's really important is people think that oh, I'm getting these implants in, they're gonna fill them up with this fluid, I'm gonna have nice bouncy and round breasts, I'm gonna look like Victoria's Secret. No, the surgeon said during the expanding process, your chest and your breasts are gonna look like a hot mess. Literally, those were her exact words, because you have the incisions. These things aren't perfectly round. They're literally stretching your muscle. Every time they get filled, everything is just stretching outward, out in the center, out on the sides. That's where the soreness comes in and that's where it gets uncomfortable. So I just wanted to, that's why I think it's important for you to show you guys what my breasts look like, so anyone who's going through this won't have kind of false expectations. It's really a procedure. It's not really a cosmetic procedure. Some people think like, oh, it's just a boob job. No, it's not. It's a way, like, I wouldn't go through this if it was just a boob job. It's not even worth it. I'm preventing myself from getting cancer, and I'll do whatever I have to do that. So I know a lot of people have different views on it, but this isn't just a boob job. It's way more invasive and way more in detail than just a boob job. Just a side note for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it up. First, I'm going to show you my right breast. This breast is the breast that had the complication with my nipple, with the blood flow not being that great. So I have myself covered up here. I'm going to show you guys as much as I can. I know this is very exposing, but I know you guys won't judge me, and it's really important to know. So first of all, I'm going to show you, obviously, if you look straight ahead, my breast is not perfectly round. You can see a lot of ripples all over here. You can see how my chest wall is down, and then you can see where the expander here is in my breast. I'm kind of drawing a line for you where you can see. Now, this breast was smaller than this one here, so they didn't fill this breast up with the saline as much as they did with this one. Plus, my blood flow of my nipple is not that good on this side, so they don't want to put a lot of pressure on it. So that's why it's kind of weird, because if you look down here to the side, you can see the expander here. If you look at this picture, I just showed you the round part on top. In the port, you can't really see, but you can feel it. Like, I'm literally, if you press on your boob like a regular boob at home, it's squishy, it's soft, like you can like really squeeze it. This, I'm putting a lot of pressure and it's hard. That's where the port is. And that's the port where they use to put the needle in, and then they put the saline in to expand the expander. But here, since it's not really filled, this is the pointy part here, which I showed you in the picture. It's kind of like this. And look at how much I could push into my breast. And it pops back in, because it's literally it doesn't even have a lot of saline in there for me. And then over here's the other pointy part, and look at how much I can push in. And it kind of feels weird. Like I can feel the expander, like I can feel the plastic through my skin. It's really weird. And like, it's not really filled that much, so I'm gonna try to like move my breast. You can see how much it moves. You can see the outline. Underneath here is my incision, and here obviously is where it's mostly filled on the bottom, which when I press, you can see how much my finger can't go in, as opposed of on the sides here. Look at how much that is. So weird. I could feel the plastic. So weird. And then I just wanted to show you on this side that I did have my drains taken out, and it's just a little scab over. Those are painful coming out. It just burns, but it's just for a couple seconds. So that's basically my right breast. You can see all the ripples. It's not a perfectly round breast. I don't look like Victoria's Secret. It's just really, literally, like the pointy parts are just stretching. And then up here, it's stretching. So you guys can kind of get an idea of, the purpose of them and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you my other breast. This is my left side, and this one looks a lot better than the other one, because this one was actually smaller than this breast, so they actually put a lot more saline in here. And I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a lot less rippling. You can't really see the outline of the expander when I go like this as you could in the other one. Maybe if I go over here in the same light, you could kind of see it with my finger. I kind of push in, but literally it's like soft, 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 and then it gets hard here. And then that port kind of moves around. My port is right here, like literally tapping it, and it's rock hard. That's where they're going to have to put the needle in to put the saline in to expand. Now here you can see a groove here. This is where the expander is in here. They're not perfectly round. They have all these edges and stuff. Even if I put my arm down, you can see it right here. And this is where they filled up a lot of this portion was smaller over here than over here. So you can see that lump there. I'm not sure if you can see the lump really well, but that's where they put the saline in to make it bigger, so it's kind of symmetrical. That's what they want to try to do the best they can. So as opposed to over here, you saw as much I could push in. Here I can't really feel the plastic of the expander, but when I go to push in, it's hard. Like literally my boobs are hard as rocks, but it's filled more, so I can't push in as much as I could over here. This one I could really. So underneath here you can see my my incision, and then over on the side here you can see where the drain was. It just scabs right over. And on this side you can see how it's much smoother. This breast, it, like when I go to press in on the same side as this part here, I could barely press in, barely. So this one's more filled, more formed. This is what you're gonna expect. They're gonna be more formed. This is stretching it out to the sides into a circular motion. This one they didn't really do much with because of the complication, so it's good to see like the difference. So you're not gonna come out looking perfect. Once the regular implants go in, the natural, well, in my case, I have the natural breast implants. Once those go in, those are all smooth. You're not going to see the rippling, and your breasts are going to look like normal breasts. But I still haven't gone through the process yet of the expanding because of my complication. I have to wait. But that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Life throw things at you, and you just have to keep smiling, and you have to keep moving along, and you just have to take it one day at a time. So again, I want to thank you guys seriously for letting me do this and you guys not judging me. I want to educate you as much as I can, and I want people to know what I'm going through and what this process is. It is an invasive process. There's a lot to it. It's not a short surgery. So I'm glad I can do this and show you guys. And thank you so much for your support again. I'm doing really well. I love your messages, your positive comments. I love reading them. I'm going to keep updating you as I go. I think that was really important for me to show you what they look like. Once I start the filling process, I am going to keep showing you what my breasts look like so you guys can kind of see the difference, kind of like a before and after type thing. So, I will hopefully make another video soon. I'll keep you updated on my complication here, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.